Hey everybody. So a few years ago when I was first getting into microcontrollers, I spent a day or so making a Nintendo 64 controller out of a very cheap pick. It had limited success, mostly because of my limited experience, but it got me thinking, wouldn't it be great if there was some very small, quite adaptable controller that had a memory pack built in, had a rumble pack built in. You could connect a proper pot joystick to it rather than the silly first-party Nintendo joysticks. And a few years later, here it is. So there's the main board, built around a PIC 18F47J53. A small old board I have being used as a breakout for 32 kilobytes of FRAM, and finally an input board, 8 tacks, which is a joystick, and an LED for used to indicate rumble status. So at the moment I just turned it on in perfect dark, and all these saves are on the memory pack. Memory pack works as a memory pack would, so I'll turn it off and on. And there's button combinations built into the program to switch whether the rumble pack's on or not, but perfect dark seems to be a bit chaotic on figuring out if there's now a rumble pack in or if there's now a memory pack in. So anyway, it's amazing actually using a proper joystick in a Nintendo 64 game. A real revelation of how much the bad controls affects your experience, to be honest. So you can see the LED flashing as I fire. So yeah, rumble. Awesome. And of course there's the third boring option, which is neither pack connected. I have to admit, transfer pack is not going to happen. Anyway, yeah, so there's more inputs than you really could ever use to the PIC. Support for a C stick as well as an analog stick, and USB support's been dropped for the moment, mostly because 2 weeks ago I actually lost everything. Hard drive failure, and my backup hadn't actually been pointing to that location, so I lost the entire program. Luckily, the most difficult half was coded in assembler, so I simply read it back off the PIC and then had to rewrite the other half. But there you go, after a few years and a lot of deadlines wishing past, it's finally done.